Good morning. So we are in Arnside and Silverdale, which is an area of outstanding natural beauty, just south of the Lake District on the north side of Morcambe Bay.
We're headed down from the Lake District down to this coastal area, and we stayed here last night. We arrived when it was dark, because I always arrive late and leave early. And we woken up this morning and looking out the van window, it just looked so miserable and rainy. And then I've opened up, taken Daisy for a walk, and look at this. It's absolutely beautiful, really, really beautiful. And it dawned on me that actually we've been around this area before. And for those of you that watch us a lot, you'll know that we've like a 10-year plan that we've been doing, and we've tried all sorts of things to get freedom over the years in kind of a bid to live a freer life. And one of the things that we did or tried to do was actually around this area. So we're going to show you that. It got a bit mad. It's weird when it's so sunny, but it's so cold. You can park up on the side of this coastal area all the way down. It's quite a big stretch where you can park, and there's no restrictions. It's not usually where we choose to park because we don't like to park on roadsides. When you've got cars kind of whizzing past at night, it's a bit unnerving in case they hit your van, but it wasn't too bad last night. There were a couple of fast cars, but other than that it wasn't too bad. It's quite a busy road, but sometimes you just have to take the rough with the smooth. You don't always get these park-ups in the middle of nowhere where you're in beautiful forestry land. Sometimes you have to take them where you're on the edge of a road or things like that. Absolutely beautiful this morning, really pleased with this park-up. It's been really nice. Just a shame we can't get on the beach.
So we're going to explore all around kind of Arnside and Silverdale and see if it lives up to its name of area of outstanding natural beauty. This is just lovely. The best way to describe Arnside is like a lazy summer's day. Look at my hands, it's January. My hands are red raw, but it's still got that real feeling of a British summer's day. Wild and beautiful. I'm looking for the words to describe it.
It's a real kind of old-fashioned seaside town, isn't it?
Old Britain on a summer's day, even though it's January and I'm blooming freezing.
This is Arnside Pier, and it was originally destroyed in 1934, and then it was bought by the parish council in 1964, I believe. And they bought it for £100, but then in 1984, on this, the night of the 31st of January, it was destroyed again by a storm, and they had to rebuild it at public cost of 25 grand. Can you imagine that? You bought it for 100 quid, and then about 20 years later, it's destroyed by a storm. You have to pay 25 grand to rebuild it. It's very small for a pier, though. You know, you usually look at Blackpool piers, they're massive. You can imagine sitting out here on a really warm summer's day and having an ice cream, can't you? It'd be really nice. I'm going to go in and get us a drink. Oh, look at this, look. Oh, they've got little dog blankets to keep Daisy warm. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, Daisy, we'll get you a blanket and keep you cosy. She just sat there as well. Is that nice and cosy for you? Very cold, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, a lovely thing to do, to provide free blankets for them while they're sat here.
That's lovely, isn't it? Keep you nice and
We've got
cozy.
a caramel latte, it's a 10 out of 10.
Well, lady, you know, I love that you come and you just get chatting to people, and you meet so many new people, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's all part of it, isn't it? The people you meet along the way it's just lovely.
Yeah, you just get chatting to people and finding out what their story is, and so many people that we meet sort of say, oh, I'd love to do what you're doing, and you just do it, you know, just do it, just go and just do it, because it's, even if you like us, where our first van were an absolute, well, it would just, I don't even know what you'd describe it as. It literally would have wrecked, and we had to do it all out, and we had to, you know, it was tiny, and we didn't have a tall roof, it didn't have a pop top, you had to bend down in it. It wasn't a great van at all, and we did it up ourselves, and we drove the kids all the way across Europe in that.
Yeah,
and
we did.
The memories that you make, you know, van life don't have to be a full-time thing. If you've got other commitments and you've got other things you're doing, Just do it on a weekend and enjoy it.
Yeah,
And
it doesn't
use
matter, does it?
Yeah,
Whatever suits you.
Just do it and enjoy it and enjoy travelling.
If you're new here, we are Emer and Reese, and together with our little dog Daisy, we travel all around the UK and Europe. And we've also got a canal boat that we're turning into a pirate ship as well. Canal boat's going to be a shop, so we're just doing that up. But this is just, it's an absolute 10 out of 10 places, Arnside. It's absolutely spectacular. The landscape is just so unique. Daisy's going to bark.
Daisy, you finished? You finished?
She interrupts me. She's rude. She is good most of the time, but when she sees another dog, she starts barking. She just wants to play with them, really. But yeah, the landscape's so unique here. You can't actually go on the beach here, I don't think, because it's quicksand. A lot of this around here, but it's still beautiful.
Got a lovely community spirit, haven't they?
Very nice community spirit, yeah, definitely check this place out. We're gonna go now try and find a secret little beach that's absolutely beautiful, that we went to once long ago, and it's the lady in the cafe there has just kind of said, oh, it's down here, so we're gonna go try and find it now.
And show you a part of what was gonna be a part of our 10-year plan at one point.
Yeah,
one of the ideas we tried.
But this, wait till you see this. This is absolutely mind-blowing, is this?
Definitely have that.
Houses here are just beautiful, aren't they? It's your typical, like, seaside, sleepy town. Look at the views they've got out there. I often look at these houses, places like this, and just kind of think, who lives there? What's their story? Everybody's got a story, haven't they? And you kind of walk past houses like this, and you just sort of walk past without. It's just a building, in it, a lot of the time. But I often stop and think, what's their story? What do they do?
Oh, isn't this lovely, Daisy? Yeah, this is it. This is definitely it. I remember seeing the train going over there, and then there's a little cafe in the lifeboat area, and then you go up through those woods and it's up there, isn't it?
Yeah, so the way we came before, we're down through these woods. There's a little cafe there, and then you come out onto this and it's just absolutely ridiculously beautiful.
And so silent. You can literally hear the water trickling and the birds. I don't think there's anywhere that's this silent. Here it is, look. I thought we might have been able to see what it's become, but it looks like it's still under construction. It's quite a small little place, but it's got like a little kitchen area inside, and there'd be just enough room to get like a sofa bed in. And then it's got a little toilet on the outside attached, right opposite a castle. But you can imagine sort of living here and coming out of here and then going all the way down through that forest to the beach, and that's what we wanted. It was just the most amazing little place. The lifeboat used to be stored in this building, and it'd be pulled out and taken down this main road here, down to the beach. But they just wouldn't allow us planning permission, unfortunately.
No, they wouldn't allow us to. We wanted to convert it into a little tiny house.
Yeah, it was up for a sale price of about 50, offers around 50,000, I think it was. And we really wanted to go for it because you've got your own little garden area as well. You're surrounded by woodland. It's just the most beautiful place to have a tiny house. I couldn't imagine anywhere nicer, to be honest. We spent quite a long time sort of trying to get planning permission sorted, like pre-planning before you purchase and what have you, but unfortunately we just couldn't get it. Some things aren't meant to be. At the time we were absolutely heartbroken, weren't we? Not long after that we ended up getting the place that we're in now. At the time you're upset when your plans don't work out exactly how you want them to be, and then you realise that everything happens for a reason. You've got to keep plugging away at your plans. If you've got a dream and you've got something you want to achieve, you've just got to keep plugging away at it. And if you're knocking on a door and it's not opening, then there's a reason for it, and walk away and move on to the next idea. But you will get there in the end.
You would have come out and then straight onto this little woodland path back down to where we were, onto that beautiful little beach.
It's still quite sad seeing it now and seeing how it hasn't become, you know, it's still not anything, is it? Which would have been nice to see what it's become all these
Yeah,
years
that's
later.
it, something useful. Imagine this, imagine if I'd have got this and following this little path straight onto that beautiful secluded little beach.
And I'm still searching for my tiny house now, everywhere we go.
You've got a bit of a thing about tiny houses, haven't you?
I know, because I just don't think that we need to live places that take up so much of a footprint, and especially for us, because we're travelling and we're in the van a lot, you know, we don't really need anywhere that's a big base. But there's this thing as well with local councils where they've got this, they've got some kind of rule where you're not meant to live in a space that's smaller than a certain size. I don't know, it's not socially acceptable or something for you to live in a space that's below a certain size. And I'm not really sure, like, whose right is it to tell you what size place you can live in?
We're at Arnside. We're going to go back to ruminate the van now and check out Silverdale, which is just a bit further down the coast. We're in Silverdale. It's just really nice, isn't it? It's kind of like a really villagey, welcoming.
Yeah, everything's like on a small scale. It's strange because there's really big houses, really massive houses, but everything else is on a really sort of small village scale. So they've got sort of tiny little post office, a tiny little butcher's, a little library. Everything's really tiny. You can imagine it being quite a small village at one point. But it's obviously grown. There's obviously a lot of money here. You can see it, but it's very welcoming.
It's got a real kind of villagey, nice feel, very different to Arnside. Look at this cute little house here. Little country cottage. It says we can get to the shore here. Some of these houses around here are just absolutely mega.
Oh, look, you know it's a posh place when you get that, look.
Oh, yeah.
Get dog bags for free.
Free dog bags.
You can't go up there, Daisy, because there's cows and you'll just bark at them all.
I love exploring down these little streets and stuff where you don't know what's around the next corner. Here we go. Ah, this looks absolutely epic. This is absolutely wow.
You can't stay overnight, but you can come down for the day and park on the beach.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Look at this, as far as the eye can see, it's just beach. Again, we can't go on this because there's quicksand signs everywhere. It's the peace and quiet. Just absolutely, you can't hear a pin drop. What a place. We went further down the coast to the seaside town of Morcambe Bay. This bustling seaside town holds an array of shops, amusement arcades and plenty of places to get fish and chips. Once we'd found a place to park, we parked up, explored a little bit and went to see the Eric Morcambe statue. The Eric Morcambe statue was unveiled by the Queen in 1999. He stood in one of his characteristic poses with a pair of binoculars around his neck, set against the stunning backdrop of Morcambe Bay and the Lake District hills far off into the distance. It's an absolutely amazing place to visit. Although Morcambe probably isn't what it once was, it's still a fantastic little British seaside town to visit. Highly recommended. Couldn't come to this side of the coast without coming down to Morcambe Bay. It's a really kind of old-fashioned English seaside town. So we're just going to get some chips, aren't we?
Yeah, get some chips, get some donuts, and then we're just going to find a park up for the night. It's pretty easy to park down here. You go down the coast, a lot of places where there's no restrictions, so that's pretty easy. Might even spend a few days here, eh?
If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, please subscribe, give us a comment and a like, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 8 PM. And until then, keep writing your own story. Thanks for watching.